Hello Gemini, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Gemini. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. I'm here with a reading for the week ahead. As always, whenever you find this reading, today, tomorrow, or next year, it will always be for the week ahead. But for those of you who are here real time, this is going to be for the last day of the year, December 31st, and for the first 6 days of January. That's what we're looking at here. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, if you're just rolling up in all these shenanigans and you're brand new, welcome, welcome here. I hope you'll join the tribe. There is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this little box where I live. I hope that you will join this really quickly growing tribe of air signs. My freedom fighters, here we go. Yep, wherever there's a Gemini is always going to set everybody straight. Here we go. Let's find out what's going on for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are my ride or die Gemini, thank you so much. I appreciate you always. We've got the Seven of Cups here. We're just using tarot today, if you hadn't guessed yet. We've got the Page of Swords. Oh, somebody clutching their pearls. That's what I always see that as. We've got the King of Wands. Oh, very interesting. Gemini, I think that you're going to... Something's coming up here that's racing quickly at you, and I think it's a bunch of opportunities. But I feel like you're going to be sort of confused as to which one you will pick. Look, it feels like people are fighting over you. Like, it feels like emotional things. Like, it feels like you're going to have a lot of opportunities. I mean, I could be talking to someone who's single. It could be, if you're single, I want to say that you're going to have to pick from a lot of opportunity. I feel like you're attracting, I'm going to say, you're attracting people, you're attracting fire, you look really good, and it feels like you're confused. It is confusing and overwhelming because I think it's going to come at you pretty quick or pretty hard, right? Then the Knight of Wands intends to win. When the Knight of Wands is here, it's because the Knight of Wands wants what they want and they get what they want. So you might have some of those energies around you. We do have the Seven of Swords. We've got sevens here. I feel like there's somebody here who's like, no. Like the 7 and the 1 in the hand of the page is 8. You're like, no, that's not really what's going on here, is it? Like, I feel like it's that you don't understand that you are looking really good. Your energy is really attractive here. We have the 4 of Cups. I feel like you're going to be beating them off with a stick. I feel like you're minding your own business. Like, I feel like it feels like a bit of a humble energy. Like you're very rooted, that you're taking care of yourself. Maybe you're into meditation. Maybe you're into yoga. It feels like you're, in this comfort zone of I take care of me. And you've been maybe not necessarily inviting in, energy of people who want to take you out, or even if it's not romantic related, people who want you to come out with them. Like maybe you're sort of, I think I'm going to stay in tonight. Like I feel like I feel like I'm speaking to a Gemini. Oh, maybe you're a Gemini Taurus cusp. You could be. Or maybe you have Taurus in the energy, because it does show here that you're very rooted. You're very rooted, very logical, thinking very logical. And then all of a sudden it's like all this energy is coming at you and you've got to root through all of these decisions, emotional decisions. It's like it all comes at once here. We do have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, it's going to pull you out of some sort of a comfort zone or a place where you would call calm. It feels like you're unbothered. I want to say, sort of Gemini, isn't it? That you're kind of unbothered. That people are like, how does Gemini make that all look so easy? Like, it feels like you're attracting a lot of people who are wondering, how do you make it look so easy? And you're like, what are they talking about? I'm just being me. But I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you're making it look really easy here. We have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, disconnected emotionally, unbothered by people who I feel are looking at you as fire. They're looking at you as fire, someone who's really balanced, someone who's very rooted. I feel like you're sort of detached a little bit. And the 8 of Swords is telling me that you're like, what? I don't understand. I'm a bit confused about why people are wanting my time, wanting me to go out with them, wanting me to get in the social situation. Maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe it's not a social situation I'm talking about. Maybe you're already in a happy relationship. And maybe there's just friends who are like, come on, come out with us. Like, it feels like people trying to pull you out of your Zen zone is what it feels like. I feel like I'm talking to a Gemini who loves to spend some time at home. We've got the 3 Pentacles in the reverse. You're like, I don't really know if I want to put that much energy into it, really. We've got the 10 of Swords. Yeah, it does feel like with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse feels like, you know what it feels like, Gemini? It feels like when you needed people around, the people weren't around. And then you just got into this place of the Four of Cups where you got into this comfort zone where you're taking care of yourself, really enjoying your home. And it does feel like a comfort zone, I'm just going to say, but it does feel like maybe you're enjoying family. Maybe you're just enjoying being home with your family. And I feel like through that time that maybe there's people who just weren't bothering with you. Like nobody invited you anywhere. Nobody was like, at a time when I feel like you needed somebody there, that they weren't. And so you just released it. And you're like, you know what, I'll just stay in the place that's comforting. I'll stay in my home. I'll stay with my family. I feel like you made that decision, that you just sort of let it go. And now all of a sudden, this door is opening here. And I feel like people are coming at you and like, well, where you been? And you're like, but you were ignoring me. I don't get it. Tell me what the page is about here. We got the Seven of Wands. Yeah. It feels like you're going to have to put up boundaries because it feels like people might be coming at you for knowledge, or you're highly intelligent, right? No matter where it comes up in whether sun, moon, or rising, you're highly intelligent. And I feel like people are coming at you to ask you questions, to ask you to help them. It feels like you're the one with all the knowledge with the Page of Swords here. You're the one who is book learned, or you're the one who has the knowledge that they need. But the Seven of Wands is telling me, put up your boundaries, because these people, I feel like they were nowhere to be found. They weren't interested in building with you at a time when maybe you were interested in building with them. But I feel like now you're kind of unbothered, or maybe you're just really busy with life. It could be that. Maybe you're just juggling a lot of things and you're like, why are people coming at me right now? Oh, you're at a really good time of your life. That's what it is. So what's making you really attractive is it's a destiny thing here. So I feel like it's the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that it took you a long time to get to this place, but I feel like your life now is very full. Like the people that you needed when you needed them weren't there, but now your life is very full and the wheel is moving and things are moving into a very fortunate place for you. So I want to say that for those of you with the Two of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, if you have been having hardship financially, things are about to get a lot easier, because I feel like you're now drawing boundaries with people and saying, you know what? No, I can't borrow you money. Sorry. It's just after the holidays. It's not something that I can do. And by the way, I'm really busy in my life right now. Like it feels like the Wheel of Fortune is destiny. It feels like your finances are about to change for some of you. So take that as it resonates for you. But it feels like with the Wheel of Fortune, something here is coming that is very fortunate. Tell me what is, it feels like there's something here that's pushing its way towards you quickly, and I'd like to know what that is. Tell me why the Knight of Wands is here. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? We've got the Six of Cups. I feel like it's family or friends. It feels like I feel like I could be talking to a Gemini who maybe isn't the person who's the closest to the extended family. Maybe not closest to your in-laws. Maybe not closest to, maybe your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. It feels like that. It feels like people are now asking you for your energy or your attention. They're asking you to come out with them, or they're asking you for finances, maybe. 6 and 2 is 8. But you've been really working on yourself while you were in this comfort zone. We do have the Temperance card. I feel like I'm going to say be patient with these people, because I feel like they, it's kind of one of those scenarios of forgive them, they know not what they do. And I feel like with the Six of Cups here, that these are people that you have nostalgia with. These are people you have a lot of memories with. You've known them for many, many years. It feels to me like you're kind of unbothered. I'm just saying that this reading is giving me the energy of I am unbothered. Because when you were there and I needed you, you weren't there. And you didn't make time for me. You pushed me away, and I released that already. But I feel like Temperance here, you can see Temperance is like going sort of back and forth, finding the balance. Eyes are closed though, right? And so I feel like your back is turned and your eyes are closed as it pertains to these 6 cups. It feels like somebody could be that ignored you when you needed them throughout the holidays, or maybe even before that, is now coming back to you and saying, well, hey, let's go for coffee. What do you want to do? And you're like, no, I don't really need it now. I'm kind of in my Zen zone with my family here. I'm good. We have the World card, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. You're not borrowing any money. You're not lending anything to anybody. It feels like you have grown your own pentacles, I want to say, and it feels like you're done with giving the handouts. Whether it is your energy, maybe it's your energy, maybe it's not money for some of you, maybe it's your energy. People expect you to drop what you're doing and help them, because I feel like you do have King of Pentacles energy. So you could be a Gemini, Taurus cusp. You could be, but you could have it in the rising or the moon. And it feels like people are going to be approaching you now for your help, your energy, your money, your time, whatever it is. We do have the World card here, and I feel like this is new you. I think, Gemini, for going into 2025, that I feel like you're no longer coming to the rescue is what's going on here. I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. I can't give you my money. No, you can't sleep on my sofa. No, I'm sorry, I don't have time to spend with you. It feels like you've decided that this is a big change in your pentacle world, that you're tired of juggling things, and you're not going to allow people to put you in a position where you have to keep juggling just because they are in peril. Like, just because they have an emergency, it doesn't constitute an emergency on your part, right? We've got the Chariot in the reverse. We've got the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Cups. So that's what it is. People have offers. Can you come out? Can you come to my place? Can we have a reunion? Can I go out to dinner with you? Whether you're single or whether you're married, I don't really care. But it feels like you're like, no thanks. No, thank you. They're giving you this little thing. It's like, oh, now that my life isn't really busy and full with all of the things that were going on around the holiday season, now I'm going to reach out to Gemini and see what they're doing. And you're like, no, thank you. I don't feel like meeting you for coffee. This is something really small, right? This is a small opportunity, starting from the basics. You're like, no, I'm good. I've got all the pentacles I need, all the energy I need, all the people who love me are around me. And I feel like your life is very full, whether that means you have a social life that's full or you have a family life that's full. But the Three of Cups is telling me that you're spending a lot of time having fun and being social and going out and celebrating. So I feel like this is the Six of Swords is telling me that you have moved away from the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, where people who you thought were on your side, who are collaborative and cooperative, people who you thought were going to help you when you needed stability, and they weren't there. And so I feel like the Three of Cups is telling me that now that your life is full, you're like, no, thank you. I feel like you're turning your back and on people, even, I don't care how long you've known them, I feel like you're turning your back on them. And they're like, look, but I've got all these pentacles I want to give you. Six of Pentacles is here. And you're like, no, it's cool. I'm the King of Pentacles. I have enough energy, I have enough money, I have enough time, I'm good. Thank you. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Lovers, and we have the Three of Swords. So I feel like for some of you in these social situations, if you are a single person, I'm going to say, if you are a single person, if in these social situations, you may end up meeting someone who is a soulmate. And the soulmate, this could be the beginning of something brand new. The soulmate can be a friend, understand, right? It's not always about romance. It can be a friend who might join your life that is going to be a lifelong friend, or maybe they have been a lifelong friend that maybe you've lost contact with. But we have the Three of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like for those of you who are single, at the very end of this reading here, it tells me that things have been very quiet on the passionate front, I'm going to say. And it's been a little bit heartbreaking. But I feel like with this, the Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Three of Cups tells me that you're about to meet somebody new. It feels like there's going to be some sort of a new opportunity here for you. And it's an opportunity to meet with somebody face to face here, but I feel like it's going to be in a social situation. I feel like for those of you who are single, it feels like that you haven't been dating, because it feels like you are still maybe nursing a broken heart, possibly. Could be that. Tell me what the outcome is, please, for Gemini. Tell me what the outcome is for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Devil. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Tower. Look at this. I feel like whatever's back there, Gemini, the Five of Cups is here. And the Five of Cups is regret. It's sadness. It's regret. It's feeling lonely, feeling sad. The Devil is here. I feel like you've had this on a loop in your head. Why don't they like me? Why don't they support me? Why aren't they talking to me? Guess what? The Tower is here, and it's touching the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. The Tower is coming here to give you relief, to break it all down, to collapse the whatever it is that you thought was happening, whoever you thought was your friend, whoever you thought was supporting you, collaborating, cooperating with you, those people that you thought were on your side, I feel like you're seeing something clearly now because the tower is falling. And this is it's a shift of energy, a shift of the mind, but it's also like a renovation of life. Like I feel like you are looking at things way differently. You're like, screw them. They're not allowed to treat me like that. And I feel like that's why the tower's here. Because the Five of Cups and the Devil is like, you were stuck to the fear of being alone, stuck to the fear of having regrets, stuck to the fear of, and now I feel like the tower is here to free you. I feel like the tower is here to say, no, that's not how it is. How it is that back there was an illusion. You thought they were your friends. You thought they supported you. You thought that it was a good job. And the tower is here. The tower only shows up when it's time to get you off that path that was an illusion, because that's why the tower shows up, because whatever you grew back there was an illusion. It was illusionary. And so the tower shows up and says, there's got to be change here. I got to shift you really hard because I have to show you what is coming up here. And what is coming up here is brand new conversations, right? Social situations, brand new conversations, brand new friends. This is also triumph and clarity. You're having clarity about why the tower is here. So you're having a shift, and it feels like you're shifting away from the old and showing up for the new because the World card is here. It feels like you're having a really big shift here. Yep, you're feeling motivated to make new friends, you're very clear on what it is that you're after here. You are going to move slowly here. Again, an indication that maybe you do have Taurus in the chart, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like you're going to be very careful now with picking the people who belong in your life. You're not just going to pick up the strays, I'm going to say, which is something you might usually do. I feel like you're not just going to be kind and sweet and lovely to people who are, that are using you. I feel like you need to keep yourself behind these boundaries and stand up for yourself whenever you need to. It feels like this King of Wands is telling me that you are the master of this domain. You've learned this lesson, and you've now got great clarity that you are the King of Wands, whether you are feminine or masculine. The King of Wands is always going to go after what they want, but they have mastered their domain. They've mastered their fire. They're somebody who knows when to give and somebody who knows when to reel it in. So this is a person who's learned lessons because through growth, right? And the King of Wands is somebody who's forged through fire. So it means to me that you've gone through a lot of really hardships, and now you're approaching things with caution, with patience, with practicality. I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is telling me that you've gotten some really big downloads, and now you are approaching things slowly. There's no more allowing people just to show up when they want to show up, and that includes people that you're meeting in this realm too. For those of you who are single, right? The Lovers is here. I feel like you've had your heart broken enough that you know that you're going to stay behind these boundaries until you realize or know that this person is the person that you want. A little bit more about this here. For those of you who are single, yeah, you're manifesting something here. I feel like you are about to enter some sort of a social thing. Like some of you are going to some sort of a New Year's Eve thing, possibly, or maybe after New Year's Eve, you're going to someone's place. It feels like now you know you're in control of all of your tools, and you have a lot of wisdom, and you're no longer in this 8. Here, because there's an Ace of Swords in the hand of the Magician who's cutting you free. And I feel like your alchemist energy is cutting you free from this overthinking stuff, because now you have more wisdom. You're not going to allow people to take advantage of you. Now you have more wisdom, and you're going to put people behind the boundaries accordingly. We do have the 8 of Wands. Things are about to get a little busy for you here. You're turning your back on the old and biting your tongue. You're not giving people energy that they don't deserve. And there's some sort of a new opportunity showing up here. It could, for some of you, be an opportunity at work. Could be an opportunity to learn something new, to hone a skill. Maybe go back to school, maybe online or maybe in person. I feel like for some of you, that's what you're preparing for in the new year. It's going to bring new opportunities if that's what you are preparing for. But things are about to pick up in the new year for you. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Gemini, for all the ways you've loved on this channel this year. I do appreciate you so much. And I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because, look, I'm always back. And happy, beautiful new year to you. All the best in 2025. I'm going to go. See you guys. Bye.